Hey there, friends. This is Bill MacDonald, the Common Sense Math Doctor, where it's common sense to use your senses to visually, verbally, auditorily, and kinesthetically connect to math problems. So today we're going to do conversions, going through what I'm going to call the operations portal. We're going to change an equal sign into an operation portal where we decide whether we need to multiply and get a larger number or divide to get a smaller one. So let's check it out and see if maybe this strategy with a little slightly different approach than what you're used to seeing from this kind of a problem would make more sense to your students. The reason I'm showing it to you is because it was a supporting standard on the question that was like it last year on the 2021 fifth grade test, which means they're supposed to learn conversions in fourth grade, but only 51%, almost exactly half of the students knew how to get the question correct. So the red light is always going to be the question, and the yellow light is going to be the things that you have to know in order to solve the equation. So let's take a look at the problem with a period and the question with a question mark. Jeff gets 3 gallons of milk each days, and I need to hire my editing son who's going to state, see if I can cross that out for you. Each day, let me cross it off with red, maybe that will work. Each day from the cows at his farm. How many pints of milk do the cows produce each day? So that means we're changing from gallons to pints. And since gallons and pints are one step removed, we're going to have to show your students how to take 2 steps of conversions. So the first step, the first yellow detail, we'll call these sentences, is that 1 gallon portal is equal to every 4 quarts. So since the number went from a little number to a big number, little to big will multiply. But we can also think about food and say, I love big meals. So if you love big meals, when we go through the portal, we're going to go from a little number to a big number, and this doesn't matter what the keywords are with this secret strategy sequence. All you do is you multiply by the conversion rate or divide by the conversion rate that's not 1. So keep that in mind. If I like breakfast, lunch, and dinner, in other words, if I'm going from a big number to a smaller one, the unknown number, then I'm going to divide. So I'm going to go through the operation portal. So step 1 is that every gallon is equal to 4 quarts, but they weren't asking about quarts. So let's take it one more step. For every quart, it's equal to 2 pints. So since 1 gallon is equal to 4 quarts, and every single one of those quarts is equal to 2 pints, all your kids have to do is take their portal through the multiplication and say, well, I've got to go 1 times 8 to find out how many pints are in 1 gallon. So for every single gallon when we do the portal and go through that little equal sign to the other side, it's an LBM. It's going from a little number to a big number, so we need to multiply. So since I'm going from 1 to an 8, you always multiply by the conversion number that is not 1. So little to big, meaning multiply, meaning 3 times my conversion, 8 equals 24 pints. And for those of you who know that what we have here is equivalent fractions, yes, I believe in teaching kids equivalent fractions, which means that 1/3 is the same thing as 8/24. So you can have your kids check by going through the portal, by multiplying 3 times 8 to get a product of 24, and multiplying 1 times 24 to get a product of 24. So that way you can check and see, did your portal of multiplication work? Yes. For every 1 gallon, you get 8 pints. And for the 3 gallons that they're asking for, we get 24 pints. So the answer would be letter J. And so that's how I would solve this problem. And I can guarantee you that you're going to get a lot more than 50% of your students getting conversion questions correct, because all they're doing is thinking of the equal sign as a portal that they go through to decide which operation they're going to use. Remember, I love big meals, little to big multiply. So little on this side to a big number on this side, we're going to multiply by the conversion to figure out what our conversion number is. If it's breakfast, lunch, and dinner, big to little, going through the portal, our operation would be to divide. So try that with your kids. Everybody likes food. And so since we can not probably give them a whole meal, we can give them a portion of breakfast, lunch, or dinner by doing the correct operation as they go through the equal sign portal. So that's my idea, and I'm sticking to it. I hope that you like it. Please share this idea, because this works with any conversions when you're focusing on the number itself, not the keywords. There's too many things to memorize. And you notice that I didn't even have to go to the mathematics conversion chart, the table that they give you at the front of the book. I just have to remember, love big meals, little to big multiply, or breakfast, lunch, dinner, big to little divide, when you're going through the equal sign portal to determine which operation you need. Hope you like it. Please like the YouTube video, share and like the math video in Facebook with some of your math teacher friends who are working on conversions this last week to 10 days. And we'll see you on the next video tomorrow.